our next security profile as data filtering profile. So this is our lab setup which we use for other security profile as well. We have HQ firewall, and this time we gonna use DMZ zone and LAN zone. And the LAN we gonna use PC1 for test purpose 10.0.1.1, and the DMZ we gonna use server 1 with the IP address 10.0.4.1. So these are the detailed zones are LAN and DMZ. LAN zone interface is 1/3 and DMZ zone interface is 1/4. Zone type are layer 3. We already configure these, and profile we are going to test as a data filtering profile. Profile name will be DF profile, and security rule will be LAN to DMZ, where we will apply this security profile. So let's start. The first thing, we need a data pattern. We need to create 3 different data pattern. After that, when we create, then we need to attach these data pattern to our data filtering profile. Then we need to go to security profile, data filtering profile, and we need to attach and configure those 3 data patterns. This is the way to configure. So let's go to our lab. So this is our lab. I already accessed this HQ firewall through management interface. It's here. I need to go to objects. In the object, we already done the security profile. For data filtering, there is nothing. Before that, to use a data filtering, we need to come to custom object, and there is a data patterns. We need to define data patterns first. So let's create, go to add, and here you can give them any name. So in my case, let's go to data patterns. So I give them file, and the second one is predefined. Okay, so let's create the predefined one. Okay, let me give them predefined and predefined. Okay, and from here we have 3 data pattern: predefined pattern, regular expression, and file properties. We want to test predefined pattern. That's why I give them the name as well, a predefined. Okay, now coming to the data pattern predefined. So we have predefined a data pattern. So there are many. We want to test credit card. If we have social security number, and if I can find a credit card, here is credit card. So I say that I want to test credit card number, and you can give them any description, and file type can be anything. So this is the first one, and this way you can predefine many things. Okay, that's why the name is predefined. Let me delete the second one. I just want to test credit card number, and click OK. This one is done. The second pattern I want to test is, let's go to the second one. We have regular expression. So let's choose regular expression, and why not, let me give them the pattern name also regular expression, and let me give a description as well, a regular expression. Now for the regular expression, what I will test for the regular expression, I say the data pattern has, if anything in the file there is a confidential, it can be an uppercase and it can be in small case. So let me copy this one. I will share the link. You will find this pattern on the Palo Alto Firewall Network website as well. Okay, so let's go back, and here I say that anything, a regular expression, give them anything, and the file type can be anything. There are many. You can choose either of these. In my case, I say any file. Okay, so I choose any. And normally the confidential file are Excel, and it can be a Word file, and you can choose HTML as well. In this case, I say any. And this is my data pattern. So let me paste that. If anything with the confidential word, it can be an uppercase or lowercase, and there is a asterisk, means anything. So this is my regular expression, and there are many regular expression which you can define. You can go to Palo Alto Firewall website, and you will find these expression there. So this is just a name, okay? You can define anything here. This is a regular expression. So this is my second data pattern. And the third data pattern is the file properties. Okay. So predefined are many predefined pattern. We use the credit card. For regular expression, I say that if you find anything related to confidential, and similarly you can do file property as well. And you can choose anything. Suppose I say file, and file type you can choose any of these files. Suppose the text format, it can be Word or it can be anything. And file property, you say if you find in the rich text format, which is the text format, normally it's by the way, let's do, it can be a Word, okay? And if you say that the file property, suppose keyword, it can be a tag, okay, it can be sensitivity, it can be a subject, it can be a title, or if the author is something, okay, you can define the author. Suppose the author is Ali, okay, so you can define the file property. So it's a property of the file. If you open a Word file, suppose, so there are many property of this Word file. So you can define anything, okay. Suppose if I go to this file option, okay, and if it can show me the detail, suppose let me save some file, okay, so you will find the detail of these file. Suppose info, so here is the tag, this the tag, they already have a tag as well. If you click here, there is a tag and keyword. So if this word has a tag, normally they have a title, they have a tag, and it can be anything. So you can define the file property, and if they found out that matching, so what they will do, they will block them. In this case, if the author is, so suppose in this case the author is not defined, author is Ahmad Ali, okay, so I can define here the same thing is Ahmad Ali, okay. So here I say Ahmad Ali. So I say if you find any file with the author name as Ahmad Ali, so we can take an action, okay. So these are the third pattern which you can define. Anyway, for test purpose, we define these three pattern. After the pattern, now we can use these pattern, okay. We are done with these pattern. Next, we need to create a data filtering profile with the name, this one which we defined. So let me copy the same name, and after the custom object, let's go to security profile, and there is data filtering. Click add, and let me give them this name, and this is for DMZ, okay. After that, they say you want to capture a data, so you can capture a packet if you want. And data pattern, we already defined the data pattern, it will show here. So we have predefined, okay, and application can be anything, file type can be anything. It's the data pattern which we have. So the first one I added is the what is called file, it can be anything. This time I say regular expression, I say application can be anything, file type can be anything, direction can be anything. So I need to define those things. So I say application can be anything, file type can be anything, board direction, okay, and the threshold. If it is cross threshold 1, for test purpose we will give them 1. And block, when to block, to take action to block this one. So I say 1. For test purpose we give them 1. And severity level, let me make them critical. Okay, it's up to you, but for test purpose I make them like this. The second data pattern which we done was the regular expression is regular expression. So any, and again I will say 1, and also the threshold is 1, and the log severity level is critical. So we define 2, regular and predefined. For board direction, alert, when to generate alert, so I say 1, and when to block, so I say 1, just for the test purpose. And the final one is the file, okay. By the way, it's critical. There is high as well as up to you. You can choose any. And file property. And again, I would say that if it's cross threshold 1 once it's been hit, and block them after 1, and there is critical. Done. So this is my data filtering profile. But keep in mind, before you need to define the data patterns, where you will find 3 different categories, and click OK. So my profile is ready. The next thing, I need to attach this security profile where to our security policies, and that policy which is allowed. In this case, I will use LAN to DMZ. So we have LAN to DMZ. You can test for outside as well, but because we have a server here, so we will test on that one. So I will go to policies, and here on the policy LAN to DMZ, I will click on LAN to DMZ this time, not LAN to WAN. Keep in mind, we are testing this. Go to action and choose here that we have a profile, and the only profile which we are testing is data filtering with the name DF profile, and click OK. After that, you need to commit the changes. Okay, so we go to LAN to DMZ, we go to action, and then we choose a data filtering, the only profile which we attach to DMZ. Okay, and click OK. After that, you need to save the changes. On the top, you need to click commit to commit the changes, and click OK. Now for the test purpose and verification, we need to create few files related to data filtering. One, we created a credit card. So we will create a file with the name ctxt, and this is just one simple credit card number. Second, for the confidential document, we will create one file, and we will put there inside a confidential keyword, and then we will save, and then we will test them. So let's go to our server. Okay, and let's create 2 files there. So I'm in the file, and let's go to terminal. In the terminal, what I need to do, I need to save this file. By the way, you need to go to this location, cd user local httpd and bin, because these are our web server. So there is a web server, these details. So let me go to here. Okay, by the way, best to go to sudo su. Okay, now I'm as a super user. Go to cd means change directory, and then I say user local httpd. I need to go to this folder, and then bin. Okay, and ls. So there is no file, there is only index file, which is this one. Let me show you that one. 10.0.4.1. Okay, this is server 1, this is index file. I need to create these 2. So what I will do, I say sudo, okay, vi, no need of sudo because we are super user, vi with the name cr.txt. Okay, now the file is open. Click I to insert the something. In this case, I say I need to count how many 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is my credit card number. And this way you can type as many you want. For test purpose is enough. Now press escape. I mentioned here. Okay, and after that a colon, and write here wq means write and quit. So my file is ready. If I say ls, so there is a new file with the name cr.txt. Next we need to create another file as well. Okay, so Control L to clear the screen, and here I say vicn.txt. You can give them any name. And now press I again to type something, and type here confidential documents. Suppose there is a confidential keywords in the file, and then I can type this is high confidential documents. This is very high. Let me type in capital words as well. So confidential. Okay, documents. So now in three case, uppercase, lowercase, and also the first letter is in uppercase. So now again I need to press escape and write and quit. Okay, sorry, this is an uppercase. Here, write and quit in small words. And if I ls, so there are two files now. We have cn, you can by cat you can see here is, and by cat there is cr. So now two files are there. If you want to save these changes permanently, then you need to type what is called file tool.sh-b. Okay, now it will be permanent. Let's see the file is coming here or not. So slash, and I need to type cn.txt. Yeah, so it's coming. And the second one is cr.txt. Yeah, so the credit card is going to display as well, but it's inside. Okay, now we need to test them from our inside, because from the LAN, when somebody try to access those credit card number, there is a security profile. It will block them that you cannot access, because we give them a threshold 1. If we go back to data filtering, is here on both direction. Okay, so block threshold is 1. How we can test? Go to monitor and you can go to data filtering. You will see them here. Right now there is nothing. Okay, so let's go back and go to PC1 and try to access this web server. Okay, so let's go to test123 is the password for this system, and I need to access this web server. But if I try to access those files, so because the profile is attached, it will not allow me. Okay, let's go to any browser. Okay, and try to access this web server first. We will access them directly. After that, the two file we will access them, and then we will check. So let's go to 10.0.4.1. Let's see. I can access, yeah, this is server 1, so we can access this one from here to here. Next thing is to test them is slash cn.txt. So you can see the connection was reset. So the connection is reset. And if I go back, so data filtering, there is nothing. Yeah, just refresh and you will see. Let's see now. Just refresh. Yeah, it's come up. They say that private IP address tried to access cn.txt, which is regular expression from LAN to DMZ. Source was 10.0.1.10 and they were accessing 10.0.4.1. Okay, web browsing, and the action was reset the connection. And that's why you can see the connection was reset. It show you reset. You see the connection was reset. So it will never show you those credit card details. And the reason is because we have data filtering profile attached, and it's by regular expression. Okay, and regular expression we define here. If you remember, if you go to objects and data filtering and regular expression, we define that if somebody try to access a file which has a keyword confidential, so block them. You remember? So because this file has a confidential keywords written there, CN we give them. The second test was the credit card number. So the credit card number file was cr.txt, and you will see it will be blocked as well. It will be reset again, and you can see the connection was reset. Let me do a few more time. Again as reset cr, because if you go back to object to data pattern, we say predefined that if you find out US credit card number which we attach to our data filtering profile here, and this we attach them to our security policy. Okay, after that if we go back data filtering to monitor, so here is cr predefined, previous was regular expression, and here is the LAN to DMZ and web browsing, and they reset again. And the reason was this data filtering profile. We use two data pattern: predefined, the credit card number; regular explanation, and the file if they find anything confidential. It can be anything. This is just an example. The third was the file. For the file, you need to copy a Word file here. And if the author is Ahmad Ali, so when somebody try that one, it will be blocked because it will take time to upload them. But you get the idea how this data filtering work. And then we go to monitor logs, data filtering, and we saw that it's been blocked. So we have predefined, we have regular expression, and we test both. Also, you can see all these things through CLI as well. You need to go to firewall through SSH or through console, and you need to type show log data to see the same thing, which you saw here graphically. So you have through CLI, and also you can see through a graphical user interface. So this was all about data filtering. Okay, it's like a DLP. So if you have any confidential documents, somebody try to upload them or download them, it will not work. Any sensitive document, any credit card, any passport, ration card, whatever you set the value, so it will be blocked. So for that purpose, we are using data filtering profile.